He not in the Hall of
along
Fame?
with players like Sosa, Clemens, and McGuire, have all had their candidacies dismissed.
Oh, I'm not watching baseball no more. I'm not watching no more. I'm done watching it. Yeah, I'm not watching baseball.
To put Bonds and McGuire in the Hall of Fame, who cheated.
He's been found guilty of at least one crime that could send him to jail instead of the Hall of Fame.
Was taking illegal performance-enhancing drugs that were not supplied by Balco.
The home run king to me is Hank Aaron, but statistically it's Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds. Even the name itself conveys an air of controversy.
Barry.
No player in the 100+ years history of MLB was so dominant at the plate. Never before had fans witnessed a player with such precise vision, with so much pop in his bat. Someone so intimidating that opposing managers time and time again elected to pitch around him rather than face the consequences of giving him something to hit. Never was a player so praised and admired, and yet so ridiculed and detested by others. Never before have we seen a player hit so many home runs in a single season, and then in a career. And yet, so many voices arguing to discredit them all. Never before have we seen a player like Barry Bonds. July 24th, 1964.
That's Lil Barry?
Lamar Bonds was born
Never was that Lil Barry.
July
I gotta get that on a
24th.
t-shirt. I gotta get that on a t-shirt. I gotta get this aura right here. Look at that. Look at that. Look, come on, man.
1964. Barry Lamar Bonds was born about 50 miles east of LA in Riverside, California. His father, Bobby Bonds, was an all-star and a Golden Glove winning outfielder, and his godfather was none other than Hall of Famer Willie Mays. Needless to say, there
His godfather was Willie Mays. Daddy was Bobby Bonds. Yeah, he had the genes. He had it in him. He
were
had
some
to be
high
him.
expectations for Barry, and throughout his childhood, he lived up to them. Gifted with natural athleticism and strength, it didn't take much for Bonds to excel in basketball and football at Sarah High School. But it was on the diamond where Barry really shined, batting .467 with 14 home runs in his senior season. His potential caught the attention of several major league franchises, and in 1982, the San Francisco Giants drafted Bonds in the second round. However, the two parties were unable to agree on terms of the contract, and instead, Bonds opted to enroll at Arizona State University. During his 3 seasons at ASU, Bonds boasted a .347 batting average with 45 homers and 175 runs batted in, lifting the Sun Devils to back-to-back College World Series appearances in the '83 and '84 seasons. His impressive college career elevated his draft stock, and in the 1985 MLB draft, the Pittsburgh Pirates drafted Bonds with the 6th overall pick. A true 5-tool player, Bonds could do it all. He played great defense in the outfield, was quick on base pass, and displayed great power at the plate. To no surprise, Bonds dominated his stint in the minors, boasting a .947 slug percentage with 74 RBIs and 20 homers between single and AAA. Less than a year after being drafted, Bonds would make his major league debut and before long became Pittsburgh's regular starter in center field. Because of his speed, Pirates manager Jim Leyland opted to utilize Bonds as the team's lead-off hitter, which worked fairly well. In his rookie year, Bonds scored 72 runs with a .330 OBP and 36 stolen bases. The years that followed were
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm keeping 100 with y'all, bro. I've been playing the game, Major League Baseball, bro. Hitting in the top 3 in a better order. I don't know why it makes it easier for some reason.
Off hitter, which worked fairly well. In his rookie year, Bonds scored 72 runs with a .330 OBP and 36 stolen bases. The years that followed were solid seasons for Bonds. He'd cement himself as the day-to-day starter for a contending ball club, averaging 21 home runs, 56 RBIs, and 29 stolen bases from the '86 to '89 season. But with an average of just .256 and an OPS hovering just above .800, he was far from the household name that he would become. That all changed in 1990. After utilizing Bonds as Pittsburgh's leading off-hitter throughout his first 4 years in the majors, Leyland opted to move Bonds into the middle of the lineup, providing him more opportunities to drive in runs. And Bonds did not disappoint. His RBI total nearly doubled from the year before, jumping from 58 in the '89 season to 114. He would earn 52 stolen bases, the highest in his career, while leading the National League in WAR, SLG, and OPS+. His contributions earned him a spot on the NL All-Star team, as well as his first Golden Glove and Silver Slugger awards. When it came time for MVP voting, there was no controversy over who the most valuable player in the NL was, as Bonds received a 99% share of the votes, and
That's basically unanimous. That's a unanimous. And what, his 5th season? 6th season? And like he was hitting bombs.
On his first
and he had
MVP
that
by a
24 like
landslide.
Kobe.
However, such pitfalls. In the 1990 postseason, Bonds failed to deliver for the Pirates in the NLCS, earning just 3 singles in their first 6 games against the Cincinnati Reds. The years which followed seemed to follow a similar pattern. Bonds would once again lead the NL in slugging and OPS in 91, finish 2nd in MVP voting while receiving All-Star, Golden Glove, and Silver Slugger honors. But the Pirates would again fall in the NLCS to the Atlanta Braves, with Bonds averaging down at 148 in the series. After another great season in 92, Bonds won his 2nd MVP, but once again, the Bucks would fall to the Braves in the NLCS, again falling just short of a World Series appearance.
So he was getting all the accolades, he just wasn't getting it done for his team. And why was they saying his home runs don't count? Like, I understand. I'm gonna watch the video because I actually like Mad Dog.
For the team's lack of postseason success. Sure, he had great regular season campaigns, but failed to deliver when the season was on the line, going just 192 in his first 3 postseason appearances.
192? Yeah.
Combined.
He was like
Lamar
Jackson.
1992 seasons, Barry Bonds entered free agency, and with fans in Pittsburgh growing more weary of his playoff struggles, the left fielder opted to sign with a different but familiar franchise. The franchise that first tried to draft him back in '82.
Boy, Pittsburgh Pirates is
playing for.
Still kicking themselves for this, boy. I wish he would have stayed with number 24 though, cause that number 24 like Kobe would have been tough. But this aura too though. Barry Bonds.
San Francisco Giants.
And now you have Barry Bonds heading west.
Yeah, good news for Giant fans. Baseball's richest contract handed out. National League Most Valuable Player Barry Bonds agreed to a 6-year contract with the Giants worth in excess of $43 million.
Bonds' move to San Francisco ignited the Giants franchise. A team that finished 72 and 90 just the year prior suddenly had high expectations for their ball club. And again, Bonds didn't disappoint. In his first season with the Giants, Bonds led the NL in OBP and RBIs and led the entire MLB in slugging, OPS, and home runs with 46, a career high at that point. He led San Francisco to a 103-59 record, finishing just a single game behind the Atlanta Braves in the NL West.
After they went 72 and 90. Come on, man.
While his efforts were not quite enough to push the Giants into the playoffs, Bonds had posted his most prolific season yet, earning him yet another MVP.
That man got 3 MVPs in 4 years. I gotta know who else did some shit like that.
Second consecutive, becoming the first player to win the award back-to-back since Dale Murphy in the 1982 and 83 seasons. Despite the impressive start to his tenure in San Francisco, the Bonds-led Giants would regress. Following the player strike in 94, San Francisco would finish last in their division in the 95 and again in the 96 season. But after an impressive 90-72 regular season record in 97, fans would finally see Bonds return to the postseason. However, any championship aspirations Giants fans held would be short-lived, as San Fran would be swept out by the Florida Marlins in the NLDS. And fans again pointed out Bonds' postseason failures. After falling short of the postseason in 98, the Giants once again held high hopes coming into the 99 season, but a mid-season elbow injury would cause Bonds to miss valuable playing time in April and May. While the left fielder would return to the plate in June, his production was not up to par with what fans had come to expect. The Giants once again missed out on the playoffs, finishing 86-76, 14 games behind the Arizona Diamondbacks. It seemed Bonds' career, though certainly Hall of Fame worthy, may have been slowing down to a halt. After all, Barry Bonds was 34 and his injury had caused him to regress far below his anticipated success. Both his batting average and on-base percentage were the lowest they'd been in 10 years. Similarly, his batting average was amongst the lowest in the
Bruh, they was barely low.
Day-to-day starters. While the Sluggers certainly had a few more seasons left in them, it felt as if fans were seeing the beginning of the end of Bonds' career. And then it happened. The 2000 season marked the beginning of what was the most explosive and controversial years of Bonds' career. Bonds roared back from injury with a great campaign in 2000, lifting his batting average above 300, boasting a 440 OBP while leading the majors in OPS+.
He was knocking knocking the
While
cover
fans
off the
considered
ball.
Bond's 2000 season his most impressive to this point, it fails into comparison to what he'd accomplish in his next season. Now, one of the most cherished records in baseball is the single-season home run record. Babe Ruth set this mark in 1927 with 60 home runs. 34 years.
Babe Ruth was on that bit. Babe Ruth was on that motherfucker. Come here. Ella, this is aura. Y'all know how much aura is in this video of Babe Ruth?
Now, one of the most
Bro. That aura. Look at him.
cherished records in
The
baseball
Yankees
is the
too.
single-season home run record. Babe Ruth set this mark in 1927 with 60 home runs. 34 years would pass before another Yankee, Roger Maris, would break the record with
Another
61
Yankee.
blasts. That record stood for 37 years until 1998 when Cardinals first baseman Mark McGwire and Cubs
Mark
outfielder
McGwire.
Sammy Sosa famously battled.
Y'all told me that to watch. Somebody told me in my comments in my last video to watch Mark McGwire. I gotta see what Mark McGwire on. I gotta watch Mark McGwire.
For the crown. Sosa hit 66 home runs in 98, which would have given the record
66?
had McGwire not homered 5 times in the Cardinals' final 3 regular season games, setting a new single-season record with 70. Fans expected McGwire's record to withstand the test of time.
That bitch is 70 home runs? What the f...
No player had ever
Hold on,
hit
so
70.
Sammy Sosa hit 60-something, and he hit 70 in the same season? I gotta watch that. I gotta see what they... I gotta
runs before.
see what's
For
about
that
it.
matter, prior to the
crazy.
98 season, no player had hit even 60 aside from Maris and Ruth. Fans were confident McGwire's record would stand for another 40 years. Of course, Barry Bonds had other plans. Just 3 years after McGwire became the first player to hit 70 homers, Bonds would tie that record on October 4th with a 480-foot blast against Houston's
480,
Rodriguez. Just a
bro.
day later, Bonds would break that record with a 440-foot blast against Dodger starter Chan-Ho Park to set the new single-season record high at 71. Now, just 2 innings
Bomb!
later, Bonds would homer again, pushing
That
his season
boy
total to
bomb!
72, before hitting his 73rd and final home run of the season on October 7th against Dennis Springer. This was not the only record the Giants outfielder would break in 01, as Bonds would also set a new season highs for slugging percentage at 863, home runs per at-bat at 6.52, and walks of 171.
That nigga was hitting a home run every 6 at-bats. Every 6.5 at-bats, you can guarantee a home run from Barry the God Bonds. That's crazy.
35
Is
of which-
Bonds the GOAT? Is Barry Bonds the greatest player to ever touch a bat? I'm gonna be honest. 3 MVPs in 4 years, bro.
were intentional. His record-setting performance earned him another MVP, his 4th, and his first since '93. But in the midst of what was his most impressive year, rumors began to swirl regarding Bond's success. Only twice in the history of MLB had a player had a 60 home run season. Fans have now seen 5 such seasons in just 3 years. Why is it that a player who had never had a 50-year home run season now hits more than 70 at the age of 37?
Hey, let me tell y'all something, bro. You learn. You learn. You know what I'm saying? The grown man script come in. And a little bit of steroids. Just a little bit.
All suspicion did not deter Bond's production.
But
Bonds
it is
followed
what it
his
is.
record-setting season with another
know what he
exceptional
was
year,
doing, to be
leading the
honest.
majors in batting average, OBP, OPS, slugging, and intentional walks, which had become the standard practice when Bonds approached the plate in crucial
Walk that nigga.
situations. His efforts earned the Giants a wild card berth. And this year, Bonds would finally put an end to his postseason blues, defeating both the Braves and the Cardinals en route to their first World Series appearance since '89. While the Giants would ultimately lose the World Series to the Angels 4-3, Bonds had stifled any complaints about his previous
That nigga
postseason
was
struggles.
hitting,
In his
boy.
17 postseason games in 2002, Bonds earned 16 hits, 8 of which were homers, while posting a remarkable 1559 OPS and a 356 average. In the World Series
this-
against
hold
the
on.
Angels, Bonds hit 4 home runs with 13 runs batted in, all while batting a staggering 471. Perhaps this total could have been even higher had the Angels not intentionally walked.
Bro, first of all, they said he hit 16. He hit the ball 16 times, hit 8 home runs. How?
Bonds 7 times.
Oh, that's
For
some
Bonds,
video
this
game
was
stuff,
vindication.
bro.
Though the Giants had not won the series,
Did he just kiss
Bonds
this
had
nigga?
finally silenced the critics. Or so he thought.
That's his
By
son?
September
Was that his son? Could have been his son.
of 2003, Barry Bonds was well into another electric season. He'd again lead the league in OBP, slugging, and OPS. But this year, his accomplishments were underscored by an unexpected twist. In the summer of 2003, an anonymous tip brought to light the illicit proceedings of the Bay Area Laboratory Cooperative. Victor Conte, the founder of Balco, sold performance-enhancing drugs to high-profile athletes. An investigation of Balco presented a list of clients' names, a list that included Greg Anderson, Barry Bonds' trainer. Bonds was called to testify before a grand jury on the matter on December 4th, 2003. Though Bonds denied any use of steroids in his hearing, the press was quick to draw attention to Bonds' physical changes. After coming to San Francisco, Bonds' body nearly doubled in size. His hair fell out, along with the notable growth of his head, all of which were side effects of steroid use. Suddenly, public perception of Bonds changed. People began to question the validity.
Bro, they hate, bro. I swear to God, bro. People hate, and I ain't gonna make it a black and white thing, but it's hard not to make it a black and white thing. Bro, when a nigga actually, he was an MVP before this happened, he was already MVP. 3 out of 4 seasons, he's a MVP. Well, I mean, he's already a Hall of Famer without this. But 3 out of 4 years MVP before all that, and then I go and I break the home run record. And now y'all want to say I'm doing steroids? What about Mark McGwire? What about Sammy Sosa? Huh? Why y'all want to turn my legacy down? Y'all can't turn Barry Bonds' legacy down. You're not the me, you can't. The GOAT, right? Y'all look at the GOAT.
A Bonds statement, as well as record-breaking numbers en route to yet another MVP, his accomplishments were overshadowed by the whispers of his ties to Balco. In the height of the scandal, Bonds would post the best season of his career in 2004, leading the majors in OBP, slugging, OPS, and intentional base on balls. His .362 batting average was also the best in the National League. He would go on to win yet another MVP, becoming the only person in MLB history to win the award in 4 consecutive years. This award would be his 7th and final.
Nigga, 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me all of those, man. Y'all can't tell me he ain't the GOAT. Nigga, I don't give a fuck how big his head got. I don't give a that motherfucker head got big as an earth balloon. We don't care. 1, 2, 3, 4. What we talking about? He got 7 MVPs? Hold on.
MVP. No other player has even won the award more than 3 times. Bonds' 4-year stretch from
Ain't nobody. This nigga said ain't nobody won it more than 3 times. This nigga got 7 MVP. That nigga the Wayne Gretzky of baseball. What you talking about? Well, why they had to do Barry Bonds? Matter of fact, I think, bro. You know what I think? I think they knew he was doing some type of enhancement if he was, because they don't got no proof that he was doing enhancement. They only got proof that his trainer was getting appeals or doing whatever. They ain't got no proof that he was taking stuff. So if he did use steroids, I think they knew, and then they wanted to get him caught up after he started. Bro, when you won 4 MVPs back to back, got 7. You think they want you to have that glory without having a stain on your name? They never want you to not have a stain on your name unless you Tom Brady or Babe Ruth or Derek Jeter or a certain type of athletes. If you a certain athlete, you gonna get a stain. If it's true or not, I don't know. But Willie, he about to pass Willie Mays for all-time home runs, which is
2001 to 04 is considered to become one of the most prolific stretches in the history of the game. Over those 4 years, Bonds had a combined .349 batting average and a .1368 OPS, averaging 52 home runs per year. And yet, the national view of Bonds had never been more divided.
Bro, he was almost averaging a home run record for
49 batting average and a .1368 OPS, averaging 52 home runs per year. And yet, the national view of Bonds had never been more divided. While some fans celebrated his accomplishments, many viewed Bonds as a cheater and viewed his records as fraudulent. His next accomplishment would only further ignite the controversy.
We don't care what they think.
714 home runs. Babe Ruth's career home run total was long viewed as the holy grail of baseball records. That is, until
Bro, hold on. Babe Ruth hit 714 home runs? Who collected them home runs, gang? I'm not saying Babe Ruth didn't hit them home runs. What I'm saying
ignite
is
the controversy.
this footage be looking fishy, bro. Like I gotta see, bro. We gotta have Hey, somebody gotta send me a Babe Ruth video or all the videos from people from the 1901s and the 1912s. I need them videos because look how this look.
14 home runs. Babe Ruth's career home run total was long viewed as the holy grail of baseball records. That is, until 1974 when Atlanta Braves superstar Hank Aaron sent in his 750th career home run deep into left center field.
Also, Hank Aaron broke Babe Ruth records.
Hank Aaron sent in his 750th career home run deep into left center field. Aaron would hit another 40 before retiring in 76, setting the new benchmark at 755 home runs.
Hold on, what the Hold on. Did fans come on the field as he hit his... Hold on, no. This can't be weird. Did fans run on the field?
Retiring his career home run
Am I
deep
tripping
into
right now?
left
Did
center
fans just
field.
run on the field?
Aaron would hit another 40 before retiring in 76, setting the new benchmark at 755 home runs. By the end of the 1999 season, Bonds had hit a total of 445 home runs. However, he blasted 258 home runs during his unprecedented 5-year stretch between 2000 and 2004, becoming just the third player in Major League history to hit more than 700 career home runs. After suffering a season-ending knee injury in 2005, Bonds would return to the diamond with one goal in mind: breaking Aaron's record. Bonds would make great strides in 2006, hitting 26 round trippers and increasing his total to 734, just 21 shy of Aaron's record. After hitting 20 home runs through his first 4 months of 2007, Bonds was closing in on the record. On August 4th, Bonds sent a high fastball from the right-hander Clay Hensley rocketing over the left center field wall, tying Aaron's record at 755. Then, just 3 days later, in a homestand against the Washington Nationals, Bonds would hit number 756, surpassing Aaron and statistically becoming the most prolific home run hitter in the history of baseball. Now, Bonds would add another
756 fucking home runs is nasty work. 756? Bro, Babe Ruth, Hank Aaron, Barry Bonds. I don't give a fuck if all of them was on the... I don't care who's on the powder. That is nasty. 756, bro, you can't even do it on a video game, bro. On rookie mode game. Bro, you know what's the hardest record to break on baseball game, bro? On rookie mode, nigga. On rookie mode, you was not breaking that Domingo 56 hit streak. You not doing that, bro. You gonna get to 45 and not hit a ball. I'm telling you, this shit.
Another 6 additional home runs to his total before the season ended. The last of which came on September 6th at Coors Field. It would be his 762nd and final home run of Bonds' career. Following the 2007 season, Barry Bonds was still playing at a competitive level. He again led the league in OPS and was batting a very respectable 276. Most importantly, Bonds was potentially just 2 or 3 seasons shy of becoming the first player in history to reach 800 career home runs. However, with an expiring contract, Bonds would become a free agent in the offseason. Despite still performing at a productive rate, the Balco scandal had damaged his reputation. Teams would be weary of signing any 43-year-old player, and even more so one struggling with such legal troubles. Perhaps in hopes of preserving integrity, the Giants shed away from offering Bonds another contract, and other teams followed suit. After remaining unsigned throughout the offseason, Bonds was forced into retirement, and his 22-year career had come to an anticlimactic end.
Hold on, forced into retirement? He was 43! They want him to hit the ball until he was 50?
Should Barry Bonds be remembered? It's not an easy question, and there isn't a straightforward answer. Hall of Fame voters seem bent on keeping players associated with the steroid era out of Cooperstown. Bonds,
not in the Hall of Fame?
along with players like Sosa, Clemens, and McGuire, have all had their candidacies dismissed.
Oh, I'm not watching baseball no more. I'm not watching no more. I'm done watching it. Yeah, I'm not watching baseball. I'm not watching baseball. Since when? They should have told me this in the beginning of the video. I wouldn't even watched it. He not in the hall? Stop playing, bro. He lying. This video lying. He isn't. Stop playing. Y'all lying. Stop lying. For what? He not in the Hall of Fame. He got 7 MVPs. If anything, okay. I don't know how everybody else feel about the situation. I don't know. But before the 2000 season, before they said he started doing steroids, I don't think he was doing steroids. Y'all can't prove he was doing steroids to me. He already had 3 MVPs. That's not a Hall of Fame career. Am I tripping or am I not tripping? He already had 3 MVPs. Like, yo, I can't believe this shit. I don't even want to watch the video no more. Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa? So they trying to say all of these niggas on steroids.
Testament to the players associated with the steroid era out of Cooperstown.
So this is basically, I ain't saying, it's basically like the Ocho. Why Ocho not in the Hall of Fame right now? Because they hate him. He celebrate too much. This is why certain, okay, they do this in every sport then. They do it in every sport where if they don't like certain players or they think certain players did something or whatever, they keep them out. Like Pete.
Bonds, along with players like Sosa, Clemens, and McGuire, have all had their candidacies dismissed, a testament to the MLB's war on roids. Others argue that the steroid era should not negate their accomplishments, and they should be acknowledged in some way by the Hall of Fame. Both sides present valid arguments, particularly in the case of Barry Bonds. How can the home run king be denied his spot in the Hall?
How?
And yet, how can he truly be acknowledged as the home run king if he utilized performance-enhancing drugs?
He did. You ain't got proof, gang.
The biggest question is just how much of an effect had the drugs played on Bonds? There was an obvious statistical spike in his production from 2000 to 2004, a height critics have attributed to his steroid usage.
Would he be the all-time statistical home run leader?
Yeah.
As he presently is?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
But he didn't need that. That actually hurt.
Bro, Bob Costas, you shut up. You just mad. They hit more home runs than Babe Ruth. You mad, bro? Get out your feelings, man.
Would he have ever slugged over 800 in a season and hit a homer once every 6.5 times with bat? No, he wouldn't have done that.
How you know?
He didn't need that. He would have been better off
How you
without
know?
it.
Others say that the steroids did not have a great of an effect as
How you
some
know?
would like to
You
think.
don't know. You
This
just
much I'm
mad,
sure of.
Because you ain't him.
Did not hit 73 home runs or 762 because he was taking the clear and the cream.
Would Bonds have been able to break Henry
what I'm
Aaron's
saying. That
record
shit be
without
cap,
them?
man.
It seems unlikely, but fans may never truly know. Regardless, one cannot ignore the legacy and impact Bonds has left on the sport.
Bro, this totally
Never
pissed me
in the
off.
history
Bro, I didn't think I was going to
of
get pissed off on this
MLB
video.
have
That
fans
shit pissed
seen
me
someone
off,
so
bro.
dominant at the plate, someone so praised
I
and
need that-
admired
I
by
need that
so many.
25 Giants
Never
jersey,
seen
though.
a
I need
player
it
hit as many
ASAP.
major league home runs in a single season. Never so many in a career. Never
need it.
before have we seen a player like Barry Bonds, and we never will again.
How's he not in a hall? Please tell me how baseball fans is not breaking down the door walls of the Baseball Hall of Fame. I guess y'all feel the same way as these other niggas that he a steroid, he a cheater. Let me know in the comments how y'all feel, bro. Let me know in the comments how y'all feel about Barry Bonds, bro. Where y'all got Barry Bonds right all the time? Do y'all think he would have hit them home runs without the steroids, or he need the steroids? My man's got 3 MVPs before the 2000 season. He's a bona fide Hall of Fame before 2000. 2000 just made him immortal. 1, 2, 3, 4. That made him immortal. He's an alien. He's an alien. But before that, he was a regular person, regular MVP, regular great player, regular legend. Hall of Famer. He had 2 Hall of Fame seasons. 2 Hall of Fame careers. Put him in a hall, bro. I'm pissed off. Stop playing me. Barry Bonds? I need a picture, autograph. I need the jersey. Bro, he was smacking home runs for 4 years. Bro, he got 7 MVPs. I don't think nobody got 7 MVPs in no sport, bro. Maybe Wayne Gretzky. I think Wayne Gretzky got like 6, 7, if I'm not mistaken. 7 MVPs. Ain't gonna lie, on my Middle League Baseball, like the game I play on my PS5, I won 3 back-to-back. I hit like 100 home runs in 1 year. I ain't gonna. Hey, I'm gonna see y'all in that video. Y'all already know what's going on, man. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. But y'all already know what's up, man.